bonus episode of the franchise. That's what you've stumbled upon here. I
That's
will
right.
be your host for the evening, the D Train, Daniel Ehrenberg.
Believe Danny just got off the train. He's probably a little tired. It's okay.
I'm a little delirious at the
Yeah,
moment.
I understand. We are doing our bonus. This ties in with the coordination of this year's sort of theme, where we cover something earlier, and then when its new version is released, we're ready. So we covered Pet Sematary and Pet Sematary 2. And now we ventured out to theaters to see the remake.
We did do that. I saw it on Saturday. How about you, buddy?
So did I.
All
Yeah, yeah,
right. All
yeah.
right.
It was an uneventful, typical Henry experience. Didn't have to move. Not a lot of people in the audience.
Hey, that's great news, man. Well,
It wasn't.
was Pet Cemetery not? I mean, how did it do? I haven't even looked that shit up.
I don't know. You're usually the Boffo guy.
I don't believe it's had Boffo, Henry.
Probably not. Probably not.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
but I think it's doing all right. Let me Google it.
it's getting them mixed reviews, so you never know with those.
It is. It's very mixed. But then again, it's also horror.
Right.
And people
Right.
just go see these fucking things. It's very
I'm
rarely a horror flop. Like, people were
Yeah.
calling Happy Death Day to You a flop
Hmm.
because it didn't do as well as the first one. But I Googled recently. I was curious how much it made. It
Yeah.
made like $80 million on like a $9 million budget. That's like
Uh,
really good.
I kind of love that. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that. It's the only genre where I usually will venture out. Not
Because people
always,
are
but
a
yeah,
fan of the genre.
that's right.
I think that's what superhero is becoming to some people too, Henry. That's why there's very rarely a superhero flop.
You could be right about that. Yeah. However, I'll be skipping. I skipped Aquaman, and I'll be skipping Shazam.
Well, I think it probably helps to have the Marvel name on it. Like anything they pop out, Marvel. Like I just can't imagine at like movie 27 Marvel having a flop.
Right. Right. That's true. Yeah.
Captain Marvel got super mixed reviews. It made $1 billion, Henry.
Did it really
It's over
already?
a
Yeah.
billion.
Wow. Jesus. No one cares. Yeah.
No, no one cares. It's Marvel.
Yeah. It was a good movie. 3 stars.
I saw it yesterday, Henry.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, I decided to sneak into movies after Pet Cemetery.
Okay.
I don't
Oh.
even think I need to do that because I have I've got the AMC
Oh, you went for
Stub
that.
Club or whatever.
Yeah, I'm part of that too, but not the upgraded one where you get all that
I
stuff.
get 3 free movies a week.
Jesus.
Yes.
All right.
And almost never use it, but it's nice. Anytime I want to go to the theaters, it's free.
Yeah.
But it's still fun to sneak. So I could have legally gone to 3 movies yesterday, I think, but I just snuck 2 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to give
And
these conglomerates my money.
of course
It
not.
both would have gone to Disney.
Right.
Yeah.
How many stars?
For Cat Marvel, let's do our theater going experiences, Henry.
Well, we're gonna. I just didn't know if you. I just wanted an off the cuff rating for that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Captain Marvel, Henry.
Hmm.
People, for some reason, have decided this is going to be one that we're allowed to criticize.
I
I
see.
I think because they're comparing it to Wonder Woman, or
Uh-huh.
they feel they'd be virtue signaling to give the Lady Marvel movie a big praise after the black one got so much last year.
Okay. All
I,
right.
I think this Captain Marvel movie's great, Henry.
Hmm.
I think it's upper echelon Marvel, and I give
Oh.
it a 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a good time. I liked it. It was just I didn't think I I mean, I'm seasoned enough, I think, a moviegoer to not have those things affect me. But I think you're probably right
Nobody's
on this.
seasoned
Yeah,
enough, Henry.
never. You can never get enough seasoning.
You can never get enough seasoning. Everybody always seems bland to me.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it would have been really more a four-star movie if I could have. I think I told you this when I first saw it. Could have had a little bit more of flashback in the backstory. It was a little strange for us newbies to Captain Marvel. I liked the flashbacks doing
I
the
like
origin
the
story.
utter disdain for
Yeah.
having an origin story.
Well, I
Listen,
understand, but either
Captain
do it or
Marvel,
don't.
no,
Either do it or don't.
I
Don't
disagree.
half-ass
I like the half-ass of it because they didn't half-ass
it.
on the filmic aspect of it. It's really beautifully weaved in editorially, and I I just Captain Marvel's got a boring flash thing. They're like obligated to do
Yeah,
it
right.
because it's the first Captain Marvel movie, but the Captain Marvel flashback sucks. Like,
Oh, I think you told me that when I brought this up to you.
yeah, and that's what I was worried
Okay.
they do in the movie, where we just be like fucking endlessly treading through Kree mythology.
Right.
But
Right.
no, it's
Well, I wouldn't
fine
want
for
I meant
most
her
of the.
human form.
Okay, see Danvers
Yeah,
views. You
because they
know,
keep showing you that, and then but you can't really make anything of it, you know.
eh.
Anyway, whatever.
They could have shown her flying planes on Earth a couple more times, maybe. But that's about it.
That's a 3-star for me.
I think it's a 4, man.
All right.
All right, where are we headed?
You were talking about your theater going experience for Pet Cemetery.
Well, right. So I get in there. I went to the AMC at 34th Street,
Hmm.
and they were trying to get you to sign something to impact Con Edison the way that they implement green technology.
Wow. Okay.
So I got in there. You know, the girl was good looking. That helped, of course.
Right.
And but it was fine. It seemed quick, but it wasn't. You know, you have to fill out like your email address, like from 4 different places or whatever.
Ugh.
And but they gave me a $5 gift card, Henry,
Oh, wow.
to
All
any
right.
AMC theater, one of which I was in currently.
Worth it.
So I got this free $5. I went to go see Pet Sematary. It was in the Dolby Theater, Henry. I talked about this in Ocean's 8, where it's like the one nice theater in the movie where the picture is good and the sound is good.
Okay.
So, I saw Pet Sematary in there. I don't know why that was the movie they chose to go in there.
Right.
It doesn't seem
Yeah.
big enough or something. What was
Yeah,
the
sure.
bigger release this week?
Well, didn't Shazam come out?
Shazam. There you go. Why wasn't that in the Dolby Theater?
Because it probably sucks. I don't know.
It's getting great reviews, Henry. I feel like at a certain point, cinema goers were like, let's cut DC some slack. Let's call
Yeah.
some of these bad movies good. It'll make them feel
Yeah.
nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah. So you're in the Dole.
I went in the Dolby. That was great. Then I snuck into Captain Marvel. Enjoyed myself. And
All right. So no big stories here.
no,
Except for the
there really
Con
weren't.
Edison.
There weren't big stories. But then I went to go see Dumbo, Henry.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
Tim Burton's Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Yeah, I'll have to insert that into my Tim Burton rankings of the show eventually.
Michael Keaton and Danny DeVito.
They're both in there.
Oh,
And the kid is Thandie Newton's kid.
okay.
Whatever. Colin Farrell's in there too, Hank.
Uh-huh.
He's doing
Wow.
sort of I'm an old timey New Yorker accent.
He's done that quite a bit.
I know.
Lately. Yeah.
He always did. He does that in phone booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's me, Colin Farrell.
So you saw Dumbo, huh?
I went to go see Dumbo. Now
I wanted to see. Yeah.
I see every Tim Burton movie.
Right.
I like the original Dumbo.
Of course.
I thought it'd be a It was that or Shazam. They were starting at the same time. I had just seen Captain Marvel. I'm not gonna watch another fucking superhero movie.
I understand that. I would have just gone home, but I get it. Yeah,
Not me. I saw Dumbo,
yeah.
and it was a little boring at first, and I was starting to get hungry. Okay, I hadn't eaten.
Yeah.
Um, so
Want
I,
some peanuts? Peanut.
I forgot how strongly feathers feature in Dumbo.
I haven't seen Dumbo in 3 decades, so I
Neither.
don't.
I mean, I hadn't seen it since I was a real little kid, but like it was
Right.
like plot points were coming back to me as they showed up in the movie. But anyway, so I went out to concessions. I was like, I got this $5 gift card. The movie was free. All
Yeah.
right, I'll get some candy and a soda. So went up to the concessions counter, ordered Sour Patch watermelon and a
They're
cherry
decent. They're decent. Yeah.
and a cherry Coke Zero. All right.
Okay.
So they gave me a tiny bag of Sour Patch watermelon, and they gave me a cup. All right? They don't even fill the cup anymore.
Wow.
They just gave me a cup, and then I give her the $5 gift card, okay?
Yeah.
She puts it through, all right?
Here it
I'm
comes.
expecting to take the candy and the cup
No,
and
you're
just
not
leave.
done.
No, no, sorry. The $5 gift card, well done. You've used it. $8.25, please.
Oh yeah. Beauteous. Beauteous. Yeah.
Listen, so
That'll happen to you.
that
Yeah.
was rough going, Hank.
When I saw Captain Marvel, I actually had enough points on my blue collar version of the AMC Stubs card that I had it free. So I saw Captain Marvel for free, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna get myself a large
What, were
popcorn.
you watching a lot of Leprechaun movies at the
Yeah,
time?
I can't get it out of my head. I'm gonna get myself a large popcorn and a Diet Coke. You know how
Okay,
much that was?
how much?
16.75.
Six, $17.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. You honestly, if it should be like, okay, $17 for $5 more, we'll give you a hand job.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know. Yep.
All
It's
right,
all right.
Hank.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you had an easy go of it. That's good to hear.
Yeah, I didn't have to move. Last couple of movies I've seen, I've had to move a few times. Pet Sematary, good crowd.
Great crowd. Love to hear it. Uh, so, what'd you think of the movie?
All right. I
Oh, wait. I guess I should talk about like the director and all that shit.
Yeah, since I actually saw these two guys, I actually saw
Really? This is
their film.
Kevin Kolsch and Dennis Widmeyer.
Yeah, I saw their film that I believe it's their only other feature film. Starry Eyes.
No, they have another feature film called Absence, as well as a feature-length documentary about Chuck Palahniuk.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Mm.
Wow. No, I saw Starry Eyes when I first got Netflix and was trolling
Ooh.
around.
I've seen their episode of Scream the TV series. Sorry.
That's okay. So you've seen their work.
I have. But tell
Yeah.
me about this Starry Eyes picture.
Starry Eyes was cool, man. I liked it. This is maybe, I saw it maybe 3 years ago, something like that. I just watched it on a whim. It was new. I was new to Netflix streaming and was just ready to take a chance. It looked interesting. It's a rather gruesome movie, but it's a pretty cool horror movie. I thought it was really well done. And I had no idea it was these guys doing Pet Sematary. When I look back, I was like,
So,
holy
did you find out before you saw the movie?
find what?
that they were
No,
directing it.
no. After.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting. Because I was
which
wondering
was
if
good.
that like brought your hopes for the film higher.
No, I'm glad I didn't because I kind of glad I didn't. I wouldn't have wanted to. I went into this and who the fuck are these guys type thing. So yeah.
Got
Um,
it.
I
I'm
I
not. I have writers to credit.
I was gonna tell you to credit the writers.
Thank you. All right, there's one fella named Jeff Buellers who wrote the Midnight Meat Train all those years ago.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, and let's see. He's got his partner Matt Greenberg. I don't think they're actually partners. I think they both just took swipes at the script.
Yeah.
This guy he worked on Halloween H2O all those years ago,
Oh, all
and
right.
Reign of Fire.
That's a hilariously fun movie.
Yeah, and he also worked on 1408. So these are two horror film writers of some note.
All right.
All right, looks like the Jeff Bueller fella is he's already signed on to write the Grudge movie.
There's going to be a new Grudge movie.
Yeah, yeah. You remember all those The Grudge movies?
Oh, I sure do, which were remakes of Japanese films, and now we're going to remake the
Ju-on.
yeah. Now we're going to remake the remake.
I
All
mean, it
right.
might be a reboot. Hey, listen, don't give the remake shit because the original director of Ju-on directed the remake.
I wasn't really going to give it shit. I didn't even see it. So, yeah.
Oh, but they're not very good. I don't know why I'm defending them.
Sure. All right.
It's all that residual Sarah Michelle Gellar love, Henry.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So Pet Cemetery, what'd you think?
Oh, we're there now?
No,
Okay.
wait. I remembered another thing.
Jesus Christ.
Henry, this film was made for $21 million.
All right.
And that's too much, probably. They could have chopped some money off of that.
Maybe. Yeah.
And
Lithgow ate up like 15 million of that.
yeah, he warrants a hefty sum.
Yeah.
No, it's so far made 42.3, so it's making its money back. Hopefully, it has a decent go of it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'd like to see Pet Sematary sequels.
Sure. Okay.
It's currently at number 20 on the 2019 box office, right between Happy Death Day to You and Fighting with My Family. Do you want to hear the
I don't.
top 10 movies of 2019?
Yeah, sure.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 10 is still Escape Room.
Jesus.
That was a
Okay.
horror movie. Number
All right.
9, I'm happy to say, is Tyler Perry's A Medea's Family Reunion.
Oh, that's sad.
Hopefully
All right.
these numbers will change by the end of the year. I think they might.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Dumbo.
Oh. All right.
Number 7 is Alita, Battle Angel.
Oof. All right.
Number 6 is The Lego Movie 2, the second part.
Okay.
Number 5 is The Upside, with Bryan
Okay.
Cranston in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah.
Number 4 is Glass.
Really?
Still,
Wow.
yeah.
All right.
Number 3 is Us.
Okay.
Number 2 is How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World.
Okay.
And number 1 by far, of course, Captain Marvel. That's your 2019 top 10.
And you did not say your Dumbo review.
Oh, I ended up enjoying it. It's almost
Really?
it's almost 2 hours, so it's like a half hour too long.
Ooh.
But it was like nice and sentimental. It reminded me a little of like Big Fish, but with a flying elephant.
All right.
And
Good.
fucking Dumbo is cute, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So cute.
imagine so. I got it. I hear you. All right.
All right, what'd you think of this baby?
Let's ask you first.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
you've grown
What-
patience.
Yeah, you go.
Thank you, young grasshopper.
You go.
I'm calling you young. All right.
That was a joke there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
So I thought it was fine. It's not for me. It's not for you, Henry. This is so similar to the feel and the tone and the mediocre acting and listen.
Mm,
It's so simple to the original that it's like fucking you should just say to a new person that's
mm.
going, like a young person going to see this Pet Cemetery remake,
Yeah.
this is not going to be one where it's like, I'm going to be like, wait, did you see the original? No, listen, this is Pet Cemetery for a new generation. Let these new
Okay.
Jennies have it. I'll take it with the 90s one, but this is fine. I
I pretty much,
actively liked the ending. That was the only part that changed.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Well, not the only part.
Pretty much.
Um,
Oh, well, gender swap.
right, right. I mean, I pretty much felt the same way. It's 3 stars,
Agreed.
for me. Yeah, it's 3 stars. I didn't really have a problem with it. I did think back though to the original, and I feel like this was slicker with better acting, but the original I found more disturbing.
Yo,
I
100%.
Yeah, like you don't have Fred Gwynn in this one, but I thought Lithgow was fine. Needed more screen time. Absolutely needed more screen
I
time.
agree. What
Uh,
was up with, like, halfway through the movie, he put him to sleep, right? Like, he put
yeah,
something in his drink.
yeah, he knocks him
And then
out, so he
Lithgow
won't
just, like,
interfere.
sleeps through the events of the next, like, 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, very odd.
And then nothing really comes of it. Like, if Lithgow was alive, like, he couldn't have gone and gotten his kid. Like, fucking John Lithgow is so powerful.
Yeah, I don't know. That was an odd choice. I mean, I didn't mind the switch at all from the little boy to the girl. I thought that was fine.
No, who gives a shit?
Right. It didn't really matter. I did think the ending was cool, but I didn't think it was as dark as the other one. I
Well,
didn't ex
what happens in the other one?
I mean, as I recall, it's not really, even though we just watched it couple of months ago. I mean, isn't he stuck with basically his dead family in the end, right? Pretty dark. Like he's alive, but they're all dead, right? And it's kind of
In this
left.
one,
No, in this one, they're all dead. I mean, they're just a happy family of zombies, and
the
so
kid's
the
alive,
horror,
right?
right? Well, not for long. I
Right,
mean,
I know. Well, that's the
but
implication.
right. But I mean, the horror of the other one, I thought was that he's done all this shit and has to live with it, and so in this one, it's kind of a happy ending because they just start. He kills one, and the other one kills one, and they all kill him, and now they don't have this sort of monkey's paw thing to deal with, and so I mean, I guess it worked, but I think it would have been a much more tragic ending to sort of trap him as the lone survivor in this fucking crazy thing. And so to turn them all into zombies, I thought was a weird choice. I don't know.
Well, they want it to be a franchise, and it's a disturbing sight. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, you know what I noticed? Oddly, I didn't think I would even notice like omissions of plot. I was waiting for the story that it would have been John Lithgow in this case that he tells Lewis Creed about the World War II or the Korean veteran who comes home and the father buries him in the pet cemetery and comes back. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
That
I
was a
kind of
big
remember that.
part of the first movie, and they just totally eliminated it. I thought that would have been pretty neat to see that because you could have seen like what he's. I don't know. There's a lot like left to the imagination, but it didn't feel like it was because it wanted you to imagine. It just kind of felt like it didn't feel like filming it,
I
you
mean,
know?
there's maybe, but there's less character development. But I mean, Jason
There
Clarke is
is,
like way better than the
of
last
course.
guy.
Oh, and so is Amy Simons. I mean, who I love anyway. But yeah,
You
of
know, I
course.
didn't know who that was, Henry. I saw her name in the
It's
opening
about
credits. I saw her name in the opening credits. Amy Simets. I got it mixed up. I thought it was Amy Pites.
I don't know who that is.
She played Caroline's best friend on Caroline in the City.
Yeah, we've
And
got Amy Simons. Yeah.
and this actress kind of looks like that actress. And so when she showed up in the movie, I was like, God, that girl from Caroline in the City looks great.
My God. Nah, this is Upstream Colors, Amy
I've
Simons,
never
Alien
seen
Covenant.
that.
Oh, that's you got to see that. Alien Covenant.
She didn't leave an impression.
She didn't leave an impression in what? Alien Covenant?
Yeah.
Well, Michael Fassbender was too busy making impressions all over that movie, so
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember because it was good.
makes sense. I agree. Um, but yeah, like I thought that it's just certain things would have made the movie better. I kind of wanted to see Jason Clarke and John Lithgow become like because we're more better friends because like in the original we're treated to like endless soliloquies by Fred Gwynn in his endless supply of Budweiser, talking to Louis Creed on the porch like they're really buds, and
I
in this
know.
one kind of not really, and I
Yeah, I
thought
was okay with that though. Listen, by the way, no Bud in this movie. These guys are Scotch drinkers.
yeah, they go right to the point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they go
that's
get the
true.
brown stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But what do you think of the sister stuff? Her Amy Simons' sister
I
memories.
mean, that is unnecessary in the story, so it remained so in this.
Oh, but it was so that was one of the high points, disturbing wise, of the original, I thought.
Yeah, and here too, the original is way more disturbing for whatever reason. But that
You're right.
shot of like her mangled back is pretty fucked up.
That was fucked up, yeah. I only there were a few jump scares. I believe I only had one though jump. I didn't, jump. But
Was it
sure,
the
I
dumb
jumped. I
waiter?
jumped. Yep. Which is so dumb because it's you see it coming. It's supposed to be coming. It still got me. She peers up there
Yeah,
looking at it.
they
Holy
timed it
shit.
right.
They really did, yeah. Yeah.
I will say enough dumb waiters in movies. Nobody has a dumb waiter. Back to you,
Remember
Henry.
that's your comment. You remember Old Town? Remember that bar?
Yeah, of course.
They had a dumb waiter there. Remember that? And I'm not talking about the live staff.
Oh, right, right. They'd send food upstairs through it.
Yeah. Remember
Yeah,
that?
I do.
Hmm. Yeah.
That was a
The
great
dumb waiter.
bar. Check it out on that one episode of Gossip Girl. They filmed there once.
There's a lot of stuff filmed in that bar.
I know, but that was the only one I caught. Like I was just watching something randomly, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's Old
Oh,
Town."
really? That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Boy, we're really giving the listeners a bang for their buck. What
This is not. This isn't a Patreon. This is
I know that.
free.
I know that. I know that. Yeah.
We don't have to do shit, motherfucker. We've already matched the length of our Supergirl episode, probably.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean overall I thought it was fine. I thought it was agreeable.
I
I
knew this
would
would
have
happen, Henry. This is a flat 3, man.
it was just a flat three. It's like a flat Pepsi. There was nothing that I was like, sorely mad at or anything, but it could have been, I thought, better.
I was
Um,
reasonably spooked by it. There weren't any high highs with the scares. It's not smart, but it's watchable. The performances are, I think, invariably good. All of them are good. And, you know, it's fine.
I mean, yeah, it's
And it's
funny.
not gross. It stays on the right side of that.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, it could. I mean, it could have been a complete and awful train wreck.
And the
I
cat
mean,
was really cute.
this time I agree with
Oh,
you.
thank you.
I prefer New Church.
I
Yeah.
like them both. They're both
Yeah, I
adorable.
know you do, but I liked some of the visuals were pretty cool on that. So I think these guys know what they're doing. It'd be neat to see them do another something original. But now that you mentioned that Chuck Palahniuk thing, I think I'd like to check that out.
Oh yeah, I remember them selling it through his website, so he must have been like approved of it or something.
All right. Um,
This was like
well,
when I was in high school. Like that's when it came out. Probably around the
oh,
time of
wow.
like, Diary or like his fifth or sixth books.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Interesting. Okay. Well, 3 stars for you, 3 stars for me. My MVP is going to Amy Seimetz.
All right.
She was
Um,
real.
I'll go ahead and say you got to go Lithgow.
Yeah.
But Jason Clark was really good. And I mean, and it's funny because like Lithgow's no fucking Fred Gwynn. That's way better. But just Lithgow on
Right.
his own is so fucking weird.
I agree. I agree. Lithgow is fine. He's enough of a persona that it works. Did you catch the little meta joke in there about Church?
What?
That he's named after Churchill, and the girl says to Lithgow, "Do you know who that is?" And he's like, "Oh, I know who that is."
Oh my God, I didn't catch that. He plays
And
Winston
I caught
Churchill
it.
on The Crown.
And I caught it. That's funny that you didn't, and I did. Yeah, that's definitely intentional, right?
Yeah, sounds good to me, man.
I thought the girl was good when she was a zombie. I thought she did that very well.
I thought the girl was fine in general. I thought both kids were pretty okay. The second kid, the boy, he looks so much like the kid, like Miko Hughes or whatever from the first
God,
one.
I thought the same thing, dude.
I honestly was waiting for the end of the movie to look up. I thought it really like it might have been like an in joke, like it was that kid's kid.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. It is spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the scariest thing about the movie. Yeah,
Yeah. There's more of them.
yeah, right, right. Uh, but I say, who would you give your LVP to?
Um, boy, I'm trying to even remember. There's only like four people in the
I
cast of the
know
movie.
it's not that easy. Oh, you know what? Well, nah, but it's not the actor. The actor's fine. You know what I could have totally done without?
What?
Waste of time. The Victor Pankow character. They did nothing with
Who's
that guy.
that?
The bicyclist who gets his brains knocked out in the beginning and then sort of like half-assed follows
Henry,
Lewis.
you're totally right. Every time that dude showed up, I lost interest.
Yeah, I don't even see the point of the character at all, but it was not used
No,
effectively. So that's
Jason Clark doesn't need that guy to creep him
totally
out. There's like
agree.
zombies everywhere.
Yeah, that's so that character, Pankow, that's my LVP right there.
You know what else I didn't like, Henry? You know that there was that sort of like procession at the beginning of the movie with people wearing like animal masks.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I think that is like the people who have risen from the pet cemetery. I think that was them. And
Okay.
I think they're trying to like open up the world a little bit, honestly, so they can set it up for sequels.
Oh, okay. So you don't think, yeah,
So I
because I
think the reason that felt out of place and weird in this movie is just it's not part of this movie. It's setting up something for later.
think you're probably right, which also could explain there's also a lot of talk about the
Yeah, the
Wendigo.
Wendigo. Hmm.
You go, and that's told by Lithgow, and then you're almost given to believe you see a sort of blurry kind of image that Lewis might see of it in the woods, but you don't. So maybe there's a setup for that. So we'll see.
Sure. Yeah, it'll be Pet Cemetery 2, The Wendigo, and
There's
Pet
already a shitty
Cemetery
movie,
3, Zombieland.
Recession. Yeah,
Yeah, The
there's,
Procession.
there's
Yeah, it's
already
true.
there's already a shitty movie out there called Wendigo.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's also an X-Men character called that.
Oh.
So Henry,
Yeah.
you know, because they could do that with this, like they did with The Conjuring. Man, I saw the fucking
Yeah.
trailer to that new Annabelle movie. Did you see it?
I did.
Okay. And like the way they do it now is like the house of the Conjuring universe. They
Yeah.
literally say the Conjuring universe.
Yeah. And they've whoever came up with this particular idea is a fucking genius, okay? I can picture them in the marketing room thinking of sequels for The Conjuring after like the second one, right? And they go, "Well, the doll freaked everybody out. Let's do that and maybe the nun why don't we just go through the room that is kept locked? Because there's like 30,000 objects in there.
But I feel
So
like
we'll
this
never
is.
run out of things to make movies about.
I know, it's true. But I
And then,
feel like
yeah,
this has evolved over the years, Henry. Like when they first released Annabelle, I feel like like they didn't really advertise the Conjuring connection. Like, I didn't even know when we started doing this show that Annabelle was related to the Conjuring.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I think,
then
yeah.
and then like they started putting out other stuff and it was like it'd be like it'd be like The Conjuring presents The Nun.
Right.
And now they've
No.
had so many hits that they're just saying like the next chapter in the Conjuring universe.
Yeah, I've seen them all. Have you seen all of them?
I haven't seen any of these Annabelles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've seen everything in their little universe. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. We'll keep
Yeah.
going. The
Varying,
universe.
varying degree. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they're doing that, but I mean, I don't even think they need to, but to
No,
make money. But
that's the thing now.
yeah, I guess guilt by association.
Mm.
All right, guys. Well, that's Pet Cemetery. See it if you want, or don't. Right?
Guess what? If you've seen the first one, don't. If you haven't, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's my review.
Yeah. 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 Now we are going to do something on this nice bonus
Superhero
episode.
count?
None.
Really?
Zero.
Wait, John Lithgow hasn't. How has he not been snatched
No,
up?
that's what I thought.
He should be in fucking Thor.
I went through everything, man, of his. He's the one I thought I'd get, and not a thing. No.
A voice? That's so crazy.
Not interested. He's an artiste. He wants nothing to do with such things. Just pet cemeteries.
Right, totally.
May I finish?
Yeah, can of finish, can of finish, can of finish, can of finish.
A shab sheep, 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 shab sheep. A shab sheep. Shab sheep.
Oh.
Can't finish, can't finish. All right. We are unveiling me for the first time, Dan for the second time, but he is, I believe, revised slightly. It is
Slightly.
time. It is time. That's right, folks. 2018 top 10 lists.
'Tis done.
Took me a while. Got a few honorable mentions. They will be mentioned.
You go ahead.
Yeah, and then Dan and we will do our top 10 of the year. We'll see how much we disagree on our lists. I'm sure I'm going to take some heat from my co-host here.
Probs.
All right, here's my honorable mentions. Do you have any, by the way?
Yeah, I'll throw some out.
Yeah, you better. All right. Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Yep, that's in my honorables.
Unsane. The Avengers Infinity War. The Old Man and the Gun. Caliber. And 22 July.
Right, okay.
Great films. These are all great films.
Here's my honorables. Annihilation.
Mm.
Thoroughbreds. Flower. Unsane. You Were Never Really Here. Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah.
White Boy Rick. First Man. Bad Times at the El Royale. Widows. Roma. Arizona. And Private Life.
Oh wow, you had more than me.
It's a good
Okay.
year. Good year.
It was a good year.
Any of those I would happily have on this list and not feel weird.
Yeah, I agree. And I left off of some things like Creed 2, Mission Impossible, you put that on there. That was a good catch. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah,
All
Creed 2
right.
also. Great movie.
Right. I know. It was a damn good year. All right, everybody. Here it is. You want me to go first?
Please do.
And the first argument is number 10, Vice.
Vice made the list. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean that's a silly opinion for that to be better than a lot of the movies you mentioned just now, but look,
As
it's
usual, a lot
funny.
went into my decision on that, and I just really remember how much it made me laugh and how on point I thought it was, despite a lot of people not thinking it was. I thought it was great, and I thought it was effective,
I think
and
it's a good comedy, and
yeah.
that's
But
the level on which it works.
well, the one that it was gonna be in neck and neck with it was pretty tough. All of my other honorable mentions obviously could have perhaps, but Black Panther, that one hurt to take off because of
Black
the whole
Panther
experience.
would not have been close to the list, Henry.
Really.
I love Black Panther, but if I'm gonna put an action movie from last year on my list, it's gonna be Mission Impossible 6.
You didn't even put Avengers in there, huh?
No, and that's great too. But I mean, again, that's the third best of the big budget action movies that aren't on my list.
Interesting. All right. So Vice is my number 10. What's yours?
Oh, sorry. My number 10 is Leave No Trace.
Oh, okay. Number 10. All right. My number 9. This movie rocks, and I know there's one listener who agrees with me. That is Sicario 2, Day of the
Oh
Soldado.
my God, off to a terrible start as per usual, Henry. Mine,
What a lovely sentiment.
my number 9 is Eighth Grade.
No interest.
You're such
All
a
right.
fucking idiot.
All right. Number 8.
You're misogynistic and ageist.
Ageist and where's the misogyny one from?
You know, it's female fronted film.
Oh. Nice. All right. I don't know why I found that so funny. Number 8, Hereditary.
Okay, great movie.
Oh,
I love the
oh,
way you're delivering these.
thank you. It's a big deal.
My number 8 is The House That Jack Built.
That has been on my Netflix queue for a long time, and it's still not out.
Really?
Weirdly, yeah.
They're afraid to get it. It's too heavy.
All right, number 8. Number
You know what,
7.
Henry? I just realized something. That might have been an Amazon Primer. Or
Oh, and that's why it's taken so
yeah,
long.
so no. I don't think they let Netflix rent those movies out.
Well, it has it on there as it just says unknown.
I know, but like
Oh,
you know
might
that
not
De
mean that.
Palma documentary?
Yeah.
I remember finding that in Netflix's database, and it was in there as like unknown for like a year, and then I realized it was streaming on another platform.
Oh, so I might have to go elsewhere for that.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, thanks for the tip, buddy.
No probs, just the tip.
No. Number 7, First Reformed.
Number 7. Okay, glad it's on there. My
Yeah,
number
I thought
7.
yeah.
Yeah, my number 7, Henry, is a film that I like to call Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Didn't see it on purpose. I'm waiting for when we get around to the Spider-Man, which, judging by our next pick, will probably be a very long time. But
This is the best Spider-Man movie.
that is such a bold statement.
It's even
Ever
better
made.
than Spider-Man Homecoming, which is the best Marvel movie.
Right. I forgot. I always forget about that Homecoming. I remember why I forgot about it though.
Right.
Right, it's not memorable. All right, we're getting into some
By the
stuff.
way, if you like these rankings, check out the Patreon. Order up.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just while we're speaking of rankings, you
Well, we're
mean?
in the middle of this ranking. Say you're enjoying this segment. You're thinking,
Right,
I'm enjoying this segment. I'd like more of it. You know what
right.
I'd say? Well,
Ah!
order up.
Peanut! Peanut for Dumbo! Dumbo peanut! Peanut butter brindle!
Okay.
Peanut butter soda! Peanut butter soda. All right.
Interesting.
Well, he just shouts them out. He ain't ordering them. All right, number 6, Widows.
Widows made the list. Happy to see it. Loved
Fuck
it.
yes.
My number 6, The Fave.
Oh, okay, the favorite. Interesting. All right, and here we go, folks.
Heavy hitters. These are the grand slams, the slap shots, the three-pointers, the touchdowns, the curling when the puck gets close to the circle. These are the heavy hitters of the franchise. Heavy hitters.
First Man.
Oh, look at you. A very Henry movie in a very Henry spot. My number 5 is Madeline's Madeline.
Don't even know what it is.
Check it out.
Okay. All right. You didn't even I know for a fact you don't know what one of my honorable mentions was, but you didn't really give a shit, so you were
I
like, oh
didn't
yeah.
notice. Which one did. Oh, is it the second to last one?
I said Caliber.
Oh, yeah, that is it. I have no idea what that is.
Great Scottish movie. All right.
Great Scott!
That's right. Great Scottish movie. Great Scott.
Go
Flux
ahead.
capacitor coming in at number 4, the favorite.
All right, love it. My number 4 is Hered.
All right, we've got some similar stuff.
It's Harry.
Higher than me.
Yeah, I loved it.
Red. Number 3, If Beale Street Could Talk.
Ooh, happy to see it so high, Henry. What a great film it was.
It was amazing. Yeah, I thought it was truly incredible. Yeah.
Mine. How about the score, Henry?
Oh, I thought it was very good. You and Jason Anthony Harris had pointed that out to me independently, and so I was paying particular attention to that. And it is very good, excellent, cool mixture of like sort of a classical mixed with like some soul jazz going on there.
Yeah.
Very, very tasteful, very cool.
Yeah, it's like it's classical but bassier.
Yeah, very cool. Yep.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your number 3. Okay. My number 3, BK.
Sorry.
The Black Klansman.
That's number 3.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Number 2. I believe I have you to thank for recommending this to me. I think, and that is number 2 is Leave No Trace.
Yeah, well, I think you heard me talk about it on the podcast.
Probably. I have it much higher than you.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Jeez, you loved it.
I really, really did. It was, yeah.
You love a scraggly woodsman, though.
There you go. Yeah.
Do you like that movie, The Woodsman?
The Woods. Oh, the Kevin Bacon joint.
Yeah, where Kevin Bacon's molesting kids.
I forgot about that one. All right, man. You go.
Number
What's your
two,
number 2?
If Beale Street Could Talk.
Ooh, all right. The number 1 movie of 2018 will live on in infamy. Black Klansman.
Yeah, sure. Listen, I'm not going to argue with that, man.
Yeah, we have quite a few similar choices here. I think Vice and Sicario, too, are the ones you just very much disagree with me
No,
having
for
on this
sure.
list.
Even most of your picks were like in my, honorables.
Yeah. All right. What is Daniel's number 1 movie? He's having a tough time tonight, folks. It's
Am
all right.
I?
Well, just finding your words. You know,
Yeah,
I get it.
sometimes.
I get it.
First Reformed.
First Reformed. Yeah, yeah. Great movie.
I love everything about it. I related to it a lot as a recovering addict.
Yeah.
And
film. That's another one that honestly you recommended to me.
You wouldn't have seen that?
I don't believe that I knew about it.
Mm.
Because I saw it pretty early on, like into its release on DVD, because it came pretty quickly. That's what she said, because it was
That
not
is
in.
not what she said when it comes to you.
I don't know what that means. Uh, yeah, great movie. I'm quite happy with my list. And so there you have it, folks. 2018
In the
top
books.
in the books. Subject to change.
Yeah, as always.
Of course.
All right, brother.
All right. Well, everybody, that was our bonus episode for Pet Cemetery. I think we spent more time talking about everything else than the movie, but
Yeah.
it's kind of that kind of movie. So,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
fine. Check it out.
Yeah.